folks, welcome to another episode of My Old Paper Computer Games, where I look at one of my old paper computer games, show them to you guys, and talk about them. I know it's been a super long time since I've done one of these videos, but there was a paper computer game I felt like talking about, so I'm going to do that. This was just kind of a weird one, kind of a historical oddity. So this is one of my Series 1 era paper computer games. That means this was from the era when we were little kids making these games. So this is one of my super early games. I haven't really showed one of these before. Everything I've showed you guys before on this channel has been my later stuff, my like Series 2 kind of era from when we were older. And in this era, it was mostly just Chris making PCGs, and he was making like, it was all just adventures of Zach, you know, like trying to fight the company, you know, and I didn't make that many games. This is one of the few ones I made, and it's a really weird game, you know, really out of the box, and it's a really interesting oddity, so that's why I wanted to show it to you guys. So, this game is called Aux Game. Now, what does that even mean? Good question. Over here on the cover we have, like, see, Oxder / WP whatever, Oxshell.exe, Oxwin.com, Oxgame.exe. These are all like sort of file names. The game starts and it says deleting C:/ deleted. So this was the backstory of this game. This is the first paper computer game that's just like, you're actually on a computer. Like, this whole game you're just in the computer's like file system and you have to do stuff. So the backstory is your hard drive just got deleted, and what are you gonna do about that? So I think this happens first. So it's like error in C drive, unignorable error, DOS shell, no disk in drive, switching to memory chips, no path found, no drive available, no memory. Like, I think I got tired of writing, so I asked my dad to write for me at this point. No path found, no drive available, no memory available, only courses to destroy computer and start again. Escape. Pressing this automatically activates number 2. 1. Press here to destroy computer only. 2. Press here to destroy computer and house and North America. So, I think after that, like after you press number 1, destroy computer only, I think then it deletes your C drive. But luckily, I guess we have Microsoft Aux Windows version 3.1. So when I was making this game, yeah, this is gonna date me, but yeah, we had Windows version 3.1. That was a while ago, and Aux Windows. Why Aux Windows? Well, my memories of this are a little bit hazy, but I think at the time, if when our computer got messed up, this is sort of like an exaggeration of something that really happened. Our computer got messed up, and it started in sort of like a recovery mode, and it was called like Aux. And there was an Aux version of everything. There was an Aux Windows. I don't think it was called Aux Windows, but it might have been called like Auxiliary Windows version 3.1. But that was what inspired this game. And the idea is you have to just try to do the things you normally do, but only with the auxiliary versions of things, so your resources are kind of limited. So here we have a folder in the computer, and you can click on Aux Game, and I don't know what that does. Over here, we have, this is, okay, so I guess if you click on Aux Game, it says, only 1/4 of game exists. You must get the rest to run. Alright. So, I guess you have to find the quarters of this game in order to play the game. And, here we have Emergency America Online for when your computer deletes C, you know, just in case. It's like built in there. And then you have a screen name, Honcho. And apparently your password is dumb. I don't know why Honcho would choose that as his password, but okay. So, yeah, this is the only time we know about our character in this game. The character's name is Honcho. That's all we know about it. Over here, like, I guess this is another games folder. I don't remember why, like, games, auxiliary. I don't know, maybe this is another quarter of the game you have to find? I'm not sure, it's not really clear. This one definitely is. Aux Game Quarter 3. I don't know, somewhere in here, there should be, weird little cryptic messages. So here's where things get mysterious. If when you're in Aux AOL, if you check your mail, you got this weird, mysterious letter from somebody whose name is D-Game. Now, this name, what does it mean? I don't know. But, well, first of all, here is Aux AOL, and this is sort of like what you might have seen. Well, this isn't what AOL looked like, but I guess this is sort of like your auxiliary setup. You got, welcome Honcho, top news story, Honcho's C drive got deleted. I don't know why this is so important. It got in the news, but okay. So we had a software search. You can search your software, I guess, if you're looking for a quarter of the game, of the Aux game, you can search for it there. And, oh, you've got mail. By the way, over here we had channels. Back in the day, AOL had channels. Like, if you wanted to play games, you would click on the games channel, and it would just be like, I don't know, links to games that you could play on AOL. And I guess Aux AOL also has channels. You got Aux Kids, Aux Games, Aux Trekt, Aux.msb, I don't know what that is. Let's see, over here, I guess this is probably on the games channel. We have a download store. Oh, and we found a quarter of Aux Game. Sweet. Ooh, Game Grabber. Download these great games. Mac games, IBM games. Oh gosh. Yeah, this back in the day. This is before like nowadays you'd say PC games, but back in the day it wasn't PC. It was IBM. It was computers made by IBM. Then later on, like other companies like, you know, Dell and all those guys started to make computers that are like compatible with all the same software, and those are PCs. So now this would be PC games, but back in the day it was only IBM making PCs. Oh, okay, I guess this is the kids section. You got kids games, you got Space Ghost Online. Space Ghost was like a cartoon I used to watch, and there were games of him on AOL. Oh, and here's a mysterious instant message from D-Game. D-Game says, "You don't get it, do you?" Honcho, "No." D-Game, "You can download quarters of games from here." And here's our email from D-Game to Honcho. Subject, D-Game. Date, beginning of game. So I guess that we were supposed to read this right at the beginning. It says, download games. Signed, Paper Computer Game Master. So this right here, this is the reason that for a while I was using the name D-Game, like on the wiki. It's a reference to this, because like I don't remember why I used D-Game in this game as like the Paper Computer Game Master, but D-Game is just like this mysterious character that just like sends you emails and instant messages and gives you hints, and just like he's sort of like the character version of the Paper Computer Game Master, which is, you know, me who made the game. And so I thought it was a fitting name, though it is kind of awkward to say. It's like, oh yeah, I'm D-Game. So I kind of sort of gave up on that partially, but I don't know, I guess I think it still is like my name on the wiki or one of my names. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, in Zuvak, we finally find out so many years later who D Game is. By the way, though, I do have, an ally for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, see, there's this guy, and he, just a random dude at home, and UBPE just really screwed him over, hacked into his computer, messed it up, completely, virused it. So, he went into auxiliary mode and has been actually finding ways to fight back. This guy's kind of clever.
Auxiliary mode.
Yeah, that's right.
Everyone knows that mode. You just hold down a command shift aux and boom, you're in auxiliary mode.
He activated his auxiliary AOL. So I took notice, and I've been kind of shooting him little hints. I didn't reveal my identity, of course. I've just been calling myself, D Game, Dave Game, so. But I've just been shooting him little hints, and if you fought, alongside him, I figure that would be good.
Alright, now you got a little firepower.
This game wasn't really connected to the rest of the PCG universe until very recently. He has to team up with Honcho. Because Zuvak is set, that game is about Zuvak's origin, which means it takes place during the Series 1 era, even though it wasn't made during the Series 1 era. So it makes sense for it to have a crossover with this game. It's around the same time, so I thought it was a cool thing. Yeah, so this is a weird little paper computer game. I haven't really tried anything like this since. Even though, I've referenced it in Zuvak, and, I've tried all different kinds of paper computer games in my later years when I really got into making PCGs. I really got creative and tried everything. I never really followed up on this kind of game. I never made another, I guess I'll call it, let me make up a name for this now. I'm going to call it computer crawling paper computer games. That's this genre of PCG, where you're kind of trying to navigate your computer and find stuff out. I'm going to call that computer crawler. Yeah, I never really followed up on that. I never made a sequel to this, except, that Zuvak references it in places. And I did one time make a minigame that was supposed to tie into this, but no one ever played it. It was one screen thing. I might revive that at some point. Anyway, so this was an interesting little game. Just wanted to show this to you. And yeah, that's all I have for you for now, folks. Thanks for watching.